Hi, Colleen here. I just want to share this little card with you. I think it's really cute. It's just a little, the little bear from the Jack card making series. I just love this one. You get the beautiful stamp set. You get the beautiful thin cuts to go with it. So there's your little bear and your banner. And I've already taken the time and cut him out in Whisper and cut his little arms out in White Daisy, and I also cut out an extra piece for an extra muzzle to go on the front of his face as shown here. I thought, well, we all know how thin cuts work and I didn't want to waste any more time. I've stamped those out in slate ink, and I'm going to colour in these little hands right now using, where did I put that? Here it is. Using the Whisper ink. So I'm just going to colour in his little hands using this. I cannot remember the name of it. I will have it on my blog, but it just picks up the ink and I can just colour in his little hands. It looks like it's the same colour, but when it dries it'll dry much paler like these ones have. So that's his little hands coloured in. He's all ready to go on the card after. So now we'll get started. Now what I've done is I've actually taken a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and I've made, the card today measures 4 inches wide by 5.5 inches long. The reason I've done that is because I wanted to do it in a black card. So what I've done is, there's card number 1. Here's card number 2. Yep, that's right. Card number 2 and card number 3. So I've cut 1 inch off the bottom. So 1 inch is gone, and each one of these measures, this is 8 inches by 5.5, 8 inches by 5.5, and this one's 4 inches by 11 inches. And when it's folded, you score it at 5.5 inches, and you score these ones at 4 inches. So you get one that is a portrait style card, and then you end up with 2 out of your 12-inch piece that are either portrait or landscape. So it's just a nice easy way of ending up with 3 cards. If I cut it at the 1 1/4, it just means I would only get the 2 cards and not the 3, and I think, well, why not just get 3? And it's only a little bit smaller, not much. Anyway, let's get started on making this card. So as I said, the card itself measures 4 inches by 5.5. The pieces that we'll be putting onto it today are the Jack bulk B&T paper, and this measures 4 inches by 4 inches. The inside piece measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. That goes on the inside of the card for writing on, so you've got something to write there. Our little piece here measures, oh gosh, I've forgotten, 3 3/4 by 2 1/2, and that's in sweet leaf. This piece here measures 2 inches by 3 1/4, and this little bit here measures, well, it should measure 2 inches, but it's a bit short, a little bit narrow. Maybe I've cut it wrong. Oh, I'll just trim this bit down. This should measure 2 inches. No, it measures just under it. I'll have to, just give me a minute and I'll cut another piece. So that measures 2 inches by 5/8 of an inch. So 2 5/8 by 2 inches. So that's that size. Let me just check that out to make sure that's right. Yep, sure is. So, and that's that piece there. So that bit, what we'll do first is we're going to cut this piece to go on. Now we're going to lay it into our trimmer, and we're going to lay it in at 3 inches, and we're going to put a little mark in the groove area there. And we're going to bring that down, and from the point through to the groove, and we're going to cut that off. So that gives us our angle to go into the front of the card, like so. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we also have a piece of... Oh, what did I do with that? There is a piece of glitter paper around here somewhere. I seem to have misplaced it. Yep, there it is. It's upside down. And our piece of glitter paper measures 1/4 inch by 12 inches. You don't need that much, but it's just easier to cut a strip. So now we'll attach this bit here to the front of the card. So we're just going to lay that onto there like so. Then we'll add this strip on. So I just do that straight up, put it over the edge because it's easier to trim off than try and cut it to that point. Oh, I've got a little bit of overhang, so we'll just cut that off too. Chinkies, that wasn't real good. There we go. Right, so we'll just move that because we'll need that bit again in a minute. Oh, and we've just got to trim that section off. There we go. And there it is, all set and ready. Now for this bit here, what we're going to do is we're going to lay this into the trimmer at 2 1/8 of an inch. So there. And then we're going to... What do I do with the pencil? Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is in front of me. I'm going to mark that in the channel. And then we're going to cut that. So that was 2 1/8. So you're cutting it from that mark to the point, just like that. Remove that piece. And that's going to go onto the front of the little black piece. Like so. Then we're going to add some more tape and add that to the front, and because you've already cut the angle, that will just line up like so, and trim that off. Then we're going to attach this piece here to the front of our black piece, our white, my god, the sweet leaf piece. Gee, I've lost the plot. Like so. And then we're going to add 3D foam tape, which is here, and put it onto the front of the card. And like I said, I've already cut out the bear. I just thought it would be quicker and easier than you have to sit there and watch me do it again. And I just want to show you, if you had this already set up, you could make quite a few of these kinds of cards. And you don't have to put the bear on the front. There's another die cut that's got a muscle man on it. Right, so now when you put this on, you're lining up the glitter so that it gives it that impression that it's coming through the card. So as you can see, it looks like that. And then we're just going to take our little bear. I'll grab his, can't grab it. Grab his little extra nose and his arms, and we'll get our 3D foam. I'll just cut a little bit off of this, put onto the back of his little muzzle, attach that to his face, like so. Add that on there. Peel that off. Attach that to the front of him. Add a little bit more 3D foam on the back of him. You don't need a lot really. You just trying to give him a bit of height. Not trying to stick him down forever. And then we'll attach him to the front of the card. And then we've got, now I coloured in some gems to match on this one. I've coloured them in with crimson, the red shin hand marker, and on this one I've coloured them in with the leaf green one. Mine doesn't say it anymore because I've used it so often I've worn the name off. And you're just going to pick those up and put them on. Now I'll show you how easy it is to make those up. You just pick up your marker and just colour it in. I mean, what could be easier than that? And then you just let them dry, and then when they're done you've got a nice colour that matches to any project you're working on. So that's it. That's my little card with my little bear on it, my little 4 by 5.5 inch card. I do hope you like this project. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.